Ezu, Eza, yo minuanum elembelefo, ye asofo, ye zongo mpenyinfo, kangbulifo nyina elembelefo, nananomo, ya himafo, munyina mechiamo. Enyumre muhumya ya bebon komo. Meka brofo kakran makatri kakran. Eza. In history, there's something they call revisionism. Revisionism means when an attempt is made to revise the history of people in order to either bring somebody else to prominence or to diminish the role of another person in the history of that country. In the 8 years of MPP, Ghana's history has been subjected to revisionism. 2 months ago, I was here for the anniversary of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, his birthday on 21st September. And I vowed at that function that when NDC comes into power, the revisionism that has taken place to reduce the role of Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana's independence, we will review it and bring him back to prominence. In every revolutionary struggle or every struggle for independence, many people take part. But there is one person who gives the critical spark that contributes to achieving the objective that the many want to achieve. And that person often is the founder of that nation. So when you go to Tanzania, many people contributed in the fight for independence. But if you talk about the founder of Tanzania, everybody will tell you it's Julius Nyerere. If you go to Zambia, many people contributed. And yet if you ask of the founder of modern Zambia, everybody will tell you it's Kenneth Kaunda. If you go to Kenya, many people fought. The Mau Mau people fought, the liberationists. And yet if you ask who is the founder of modern Kenya, everybody will tell you it is Jomo Kenyatta. It is the same with Ghana. Many people participated. The market women, the trades union congress, the big six, everybody contributed. But if you ask who is the founder of modern Ghana, it can be no other than Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Today they have revised all our textbooks to reduce the role of Kwame Nkrumah and increase the role of the big six as the ones who founded this nation. It will never change. Facts are facts. History would always remain. And the history of Ghana states that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is the founder of the modern Ghana state, whether you like it or not. We must thank our former president, may God rest his soul, Professor Tamils, for the wonderful transformation that has taken place in Elembele, Jomoro, and in Zimaland. At the time Professor Mills came into office in 2009, oil had been discovered in President Kufuor's administration. But it fell to Professor Mills to begin the exploitation of our oil resources in 2010. The first oil well came into operation, which was the Jubilee Field. And Professor Mills, being a visionary, knew that the gas era was coming. And if gas was coming, we needed to use the gas appropriately to transform our nation. And so that is why the vision for transforming Nzimaland and putting in the Echuabo gas processing plant and preparing for ENI gas started under Professor Mills. It was he who led to the creation of Ghana Gas Company. I came after him. It was his vision. I continued it, and I finished it by coming to commission the Echuabo gas processing plant. Today, that investment is the single most important transformational investment in the history of Ghana. It has saved Ghana billions of dollars because we would have been using crude oil to fire our thermal plants. Today, that gas, together with ENI gas, contributes almost 60% of the fuel that we use for our thermal plants. If not for the MPP, today we would have been fueling our thermal plants 100% with Ghana's gas. Unfortunately, some interests close to the president are still interested in making money off crude oil. And therefore, they prioritize the purchase of crude oil instead of paying for the gas that is supplied to the thermal plants. All that is going to change when NDC comes into office. We are going to bring ENI to come back and bring their headquarters back to Ghana. And we are going to work with them so that we can maximize Ghana's gas potential. Because we want to be able to produce enough gas to fire all our thermal plants 100% using natural gas, so that we can lower the amount of money that we spend on energy production. You know, liars cannot go to heaven. And let me give you a Bible quotation. Proverbs 19, chapter 19, verse 9. It says, those who bear false witness will not go unpunished, and the liars will be destroyed. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 9. I expect that when MPP is telling lies, they'll leave it to the younger ones and the junior ones to do. But when the senior ones like Nana Akufo-Addo says that Dumso was not solved before we came, I heard him say that we could not keep the lights on. How can we run 24-hour economy? In 2016, Dumso had been solved. Nobody's lights went off in 2016. Nobody had load shedding in 2016. That is on record. Go and look at Gridco records. Go and look at ECG records. Nobody had load shedding in 2016, and that is a fact. And he himself knows that Dumso was a generational problem, and that it was because of the lack of addition of generation over the years that crystallized in my time. But I did not do what he has been doing, shifting the blame to somebody else. I went to Parliament and I said I was elected to solve the problems of Ghana. I accept responsibility for the energy crisis and I will fix it. And I fixed it. From January to December to the following January, when we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, he should bear true testimony. Dumso had been solved. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying. And so, 7th December, Yenaya Kotuaba. And she watching ɛna MPP aban ɛba aban mu ɔmo atron nsɔhwɛ na ɔmo nsɔhwɛ no Ghana for ɛna ɛbɛ maake na wohwɛ mfie wɔtwe na wohwɛ nneɛma ɔmo kan ya yɛbɛ maako ɔmo baako ezu nti egyina elembele ha na edi kan ɔmo say one district one factory ezu mark bɛn ne yɛbɛ ma ɔmo 0 almost say $1 million per constituency per year. Mark Ben Namubama Omo 0. Almost a Ghana here, my yet is castle a com de yen. A com no, dear Mark Namubama Omo 0. Almost say Oma Yejuma or Bank of Ghana. Ne who here say Yabekwa Kobo Busia, Abesies Yamai, dear Mark Namubama Omo 0. Almost say almost $1, almost $2 mu, and almost this of former IGP. So time na dollar 4 cedis, and that dollar 17 cedis. Elembele de mark number mo 0. Enti so okotron sohwe na unya 0. E de na ye ye pamu every school ye yiwedi enti 7 December battle a ye betoi ye be yi MP fufuedi debi ameka se osono enya ne dabre ni krom enti osono oba krom a wabese ye bibia no 7 December de na ye be ye no ye be pam no asan ko enwrem